What's good, y'all? Dev, y'all know who that is right there. Today I just it's gonna be a short review. Not really much of a review at all either. More of a rant and more of a talk, or a little discussion here. So I'm giving you guys, for you guys that do not like me when I'm talking a lot, I'm giving you guys the freedom right now to leave. Hit that X button. Get out of here, all right? That's what I'm saying. Like I'm giving you permission right now. So let me give you 4 seconds to go ahead and then press that button. Now, we all know that Tory Lanez made an announcement, probably what, 4 or 5 days ago, saying 9 p.m. Eastern. This was on Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern, saying that he was going to, release something. And I think that, being the ass, when you assume you make an ass out of you or me, people don't really understand that saying. So I think we all assumed that he was going to apologize, right? Because we are already saying that Tory is guilty. Everything has come to conclusion because we are all internet detectives. We are all just detectives. Look, I'm like Kanye, all right? When I have ideas on my head, they kind of just go out all over the place. I know I have good intent on what I'm saying, but sometimes it just doesn't make any sense, so bear with me. I feel like a lot of people just assume that Tory Lanez was supposed to apologize, right? And I'm not trying to play devil's advocate. I'm not trying to play the other side. I'm just speaking from a neutral standpoint, right? Everybody thought he was supposed to apologize, and that wasn't the case. He came on here, he dropped an album. A lot of people are saying that's fucked up because he's using the situation to promote his music. Look, I'm gonna tell you right now, regardless if he was talking about the music, well, regardless if he was talking about Meg Thee Stallion, regardless if he was talking about Kylie Jenner, Tory Lanez was going to sell regardless of whatever he dropped. A lot of people call it whack, a lot of people call it lame. I just call it a great business move because at this point, you gotta understand, the world is against this man, right? And the one thing I want to talk about, that I want to emphasize right here is, in the world we live in, right? In the world we live in, isn't it innocent until proven guilty? But I believe that with this situation and many other situations, it's guilty until proven innocent. And I feel like even when you're not guilty, you still take the burden of the allegations and everything, and it just tarnishes your career, tarnishes your image, it just tarnishes who you are as a person, further in life you go. Now, there was 2 good points I want to bring up. I did watch Sean's video, and he's definitely right. A lot of things in this world, there's a difference between conviction and justice, all right? And while he may not get convicted, it's not the same thing. Like, he may have as well done it, but there's just not going to be any justice served. So how can we say, like, usually it's time. But my thing is, somebody on Twitter said this perfectly. I'd rather have 12 guilty people walk than have one innocent person rot. And I honestly agree with that, because I feel like it's the more magnitude of that. Imagine being innocent. You have the whole world against you, did everything right, and one day your life is taken from you because you're falsely accused, or something's wrong, or you relied upon. I don't know. That's just the way I feel about it. So the way I looked at it, and when I listened to this album, first of all, I separate music, all right? I listen to R. Kelly still. I was born to R. Kelly. I'm sorry to tell you guys, I was born to R. Kelly. I listened to, and when I mean by born, what does it mean? My parents were listening to that shit while they were making love. I was told the story, all right? I was told the story. Kelly's 12 play. I was told the story. Unfortunately. And I tell you guys, I still listen to X. As fucked up as X's situation was, I listen to X still. He's on my wall right here, all right? So I have no problem listening to an artist and separating, even though it was really hard on this project to do so, because Tory Lanez, every other line was mentioning basically being in love, having love for her, still not hating her, and blah, 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 etc. And I think that's kind of where I drew the line, where I was kind of just like, okay, maybe if he would have left some of this off, it would have been a little lighter. Now, let's get back to the album. All right, I want to talk about the album right now. The album was good. As much as I hate to say it, Kakashi Lanez, Shotgun Kakashi Lanez, the album was good. I mean, I cannot deny his talent. I cannot deny his pen. He definitely felt passionate about what he was speaking about, and that's my thing. I just don't. At this point, this is like real life Among Us. All right, I don't know who to believe. And that's kind of why I take a neutral stance upon it. And you're not going to cancel me, all right? I'm going to sit here. Look, I've been who I am for my whole life, all right? I'm not going to sit here and side with Tory. I'm not going to sit here and side with Meg. I'm going to sit in the middle. eat my popcorn, and whenever it comes out. Because my thing is, what do we live upon? Like, what is the rule that you go off of? Like, what is your, in life, what is your standard? Like, what do you live by, right? Because you think about this. If he's innocent, correct? If he's innocent, then what furthermore do I need? I am not a detective. I am not FBI. I am not CIA. So if I'm giving, hey, he is innocent, then I'm going to treat it as he is innocent. Yes, I may have speculations of who shot first, but my thing is, the gun, LAPD, if he is innocent, then how can I sit there and say, nah, bro, you're not innocent? Who am I? Am I a god to sit there and say that, hey, nah, bro, they said you were innocent? Nah, fuck that, you're not innocent. You gotta, at some point, there's a line where it has to be like, look, I'm innocent, and you gotta treat me as such. The allegations were lies. I wasn't convicted. While it may not be justice, how do we know what justice is? How do we know what justice is? Because at the end of the day, like, and what's really wild is because I'm speaking like this, and there's going to be definitely different outliers to this shit. And look, Breonna Taylor is a perfect example to kind of counteract what I'm saying right now. But at the same time, Shaq and Charles Barkley also felt some type of way about that, because I don't even want to get into that. It's honestly a fucked up position to be in, and it's really fragile and sensitive, and everything is so frail in the world that we live in today. And I don't want to make it about politics, because I want to talk about how fire this album was. I'm sorry. Look, the album was fire. 11 out of 17, 12 out of 17 tracks. The album was fire. I did it on Twitch. I listened to it on Twitch. I didn't do a video. I just want to talk about and kind of get my feelings out there. And I want to talk about how I'm feeling right now, because there was a lot on my mind. You guys know how to watch the full video. It's on Patreon. That is what it is. You call it a money grab. Call it whatever you want. If you want to watch the video, go fucking watch the video. If you don't, then don't go. All right. But I just think that Tory Lanez, I got to say this hypothetically, right? Let's speak hypothetically. Hypothetically, let's say that Tory Lanez, and I'm going to give you the perfect situation. Hypothetically, let's say Tory Lanez this whole time took the fall. He took the fall. He was being a fall guy. And he is not the imposter, right? Say he is not the imposter, and we find out that somebody else was actually the shooter. Think about this right? Take a moment and think about this, right? Because I don't think people understand. Everybody's saying, like, everybody that I talked to has said that the internet world will go crazy. But I actually think the opposite. I honestly think that damned if I do, damned if I don't. Honestly, I would rather him be guilty than not be guilty, because what's gonna happen is it's gonna be not guilty. Somebody else is the shooter. He's going to retaliate. He's going to go crazy. He's gonna start ranting, and people are just gonna brush it under the rug. Meg Thee Stallion's not gonna get any flack. They're gonna come around, they're gonna sit there, and they're gonna say, oh, well, maybe Tory did it anyway. Maybe he was a part of it. It was still his gun. They're gonna find something. His name is still gonna be tarnished, and nothing fixes. And that's exactly what I'm talking about. And the scary part, and when I tweeted, the scary part of all this, just in general, in life, you can be an innocent man and literally be dragged and lose everything in literally a matter of hours, all because of some allegations, bro. And honestly, I think that's really fucked up. I think that people that falsely accuse other people should literally be judged, not as harsh, but at least have some sort of punishment in the works. If you're going to sit there and stand and lie and have falsely accused somebody and ruin their life, I honestly think there should be some repercussions to that. That's how I feel. Maybe I'm looking at it the wrong way. Maybe I don't know. If you guys want to go watch the video, you guys know how to watch the video. But I think the album was very solid. Aside from him talking about Meg Thee Stallion very, in various ways, basically saying he loves her still, basically saying he don't hate her, basically saying I did everything for you. I think that was a little over the top. My outlook on it, if you want to look at it from the other side, if this man really did it, why would he make an album crazy like this? A lot of people said the money. Maybe you're right. At the same time, maybe he's just one of those psycho people. I don't know. There's a lot of people out there that, I tell you that right now. I told this in the Twitch chat. I'm going to tell you guys. There's people out there that really, they know their girl is smashing another dude. And then an hour later, after they smash the dude, they will cuddle their girl and kiss on their girl knowingly. We call those cuck lords. I don't know what you guys call them, but we call them cuck lords down here in Florida. So I feel like there's people really like that still simp after the fact. That's called toxic people as well. Maybe Tory is just a toxic person after that. Maybe he goes through all that shit. I've seen, look, you can't tell me that doesn't happen, especially in black culture. All right, it definitely, I have seen it multiple times. All right, it's crazy that what the shit that happens. Like, you can literally, look, a perfect movie example, Baby Boy. Baby Boy literally showcases everything that happens. Jody, I love you. I fucking hate you. I fucking love him. I kill you, Jody. I fucking love you. Like, you see all that shit? Like, it really is like that in real life. So I feel like that's not the first time where we could see some kind of this tragic love, toxic shit where, you know, this traumatic experience happened, but I still love you, baby girl. I still got love for you. So I don't find that surprising in the slightest. I really don't. And I think that, you know, him kind of just, I think the only thing that was really wrong with the album that I would say is the fact that he was using BLM and he was using cancel culture, and that the, you know, white people created that and they're using that against them to cancel him, and they're just trying to find ways, since he went independent, to kind of just, you know, knock him down. You know, like the Joe Budden effect. Maybe, most likely not. I would say that's what I would say. Most likely not, but there's definitely still a possibility, and you have to leave that on the table. I just think that I don't think that it's wrong for him to release this album. That's the way he expresses himself through music, and the fact that you people look, I'm gonna say it just like this. It comes to shoes, it comes to anything in the market, Louis Vuitton, anything. I always bring this up. If y'all really wanted to cancel the guy, if you guys really wanted to, you know, not support it, if you guys really wanted him to flop, then why would there be 500K listens on every streaming platform? If you don't care enough about it and you want to support it heavily, don't support it. That's my thing. Like what I say with Nikes. If you don't want to buy Off-Whites for $1,500 and you want to make them not worth $1,500 and get them for retail, then don't buy them for $1,500. Don't buy into that market. But guess what? As a consumer, you guys buy into that market. You create that product and you create where the market is, and that's why he was able to do this and be so successful at it. I honestly think he's going to do 100K. That's what I want to know. In the comment box below, let me know what you think he's going to do first week numbers. 100K, 200K, 300K. I am a music channel. I'm going to listen to the music, and then we can talk about it later. But everybody like, why are you supporting this, blah, blah, blah. Look, bro, just because I watch South Park does not mean I support, you know, LGBTQT hate community. That doesn't mean that, because there's a lot of South Park episodes that does that. Just because I watch South Park does not mean I'm a racist. Just because I watch South Park does not mean a lot of stuff. So I think that right there, just because I'm doing something does not necessarily mean I am that. All right, like I'm just watching, I'm listening to music, I'm doing the same thing you guys are doing. I'm looking at the media, I'm literally being an observer, and I'm looking at the analytics. That's what I'm doing. So that being said, man, get in the comment box below, man. Let me know what you think about the album. Let me know what you think about the situation. Let me know, you guys, you know, I mean, how you feel about your stance on, you know, guilty until proven innocent or innocent until proven guilty, because that's really a thing, man. I'm really scared for the future of the internet, because the internet is a crazy, savage world out there, and it's a double-edged sword. Not trying to defend Tory, I'm just talking about in general. Shit, I'm talking about myself. That could be myself one day. Maybe something happens and literally just like Dev said this one word and trying to shun me for whatever something. I'm just like, yo, damn, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, so get in the comment box below, man. Let me know what you think, man. Yeah, if you want to watch the full video, man, it is on Patreon, or it's on the Twitch VODs if you guys are a Twitch subscriber. You got Twitch Primes, whatever the case may be. To get the video 3,000 likes, man, we're going to move on the wall like always. And until the next time, man, this is me being real, man. I've always been this way. I've always been the way I am. I'm never going to stop being who I am. And just because people complain, oh, because they think they have morals on the internet with no AV, I don't care. All right? I honestly don't care in 2020. Stop being fucking sensitive, man. Till the next time, though, man. It's me, boy, that we out. Peace.